Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to HJN. And so for today, I'd pretty much like to go on ahead and start putting together some new episodes, because I feel like this never gets old. This old process of just talking about stuff in a very honest perspective, it really doesn't get old. And I actually feel a whole lot better about myself because of all this. So you know what? I'm going to kick it up a notch. Because first of all, I'm going to describe in depth the word trouble. To lay out a bit of a definition for it, trouble is something that you would rather not end in. Trouble is in fact not the kind that you'd probably put on an amp, but the kind of trouble that have to do as in you committed something illegal. Or, of course, if you remember back in the days when you were young, you, of course, would have had at least one run-in with the principal, depending on your personality. Now, for the most part, I can guarantee you, there's at least one time where you might have had a talk with the principal, or vice principal, or anyone inside the office of any school district where you live. And for the most part, I've had a couple myself, and I will not really go full on that part, but I will say, it did not end up pretty. Not at all. So in a way, I guess everybody's had a bit of a run-in with that. But the point is that trouble, of course, whether or not you actually engage in it on an active basis, or of course you're just this kind of person who tries to be goody two-shoes, all A's, and do everything that you can to get through school without any problems. Of course, that's what I've strived to do for most of my life. But there just were times where I couldn't keep myself together. And of course, that led me to go into the principal's office right then and there. But you know what? Now that those times have passed, 12 years of school, plus an extra 2 years, before I had to start my grades 1 through 12. And in the fact that it's been another 2 years since that all ended, I will say for sure, there's certainly been a lot that I've had lately. But you know what? There's a lot of other subjects here that I might as well touch up on. So let's just leave trouble as it is. Hopefully you don't get into it. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.